My name is Dennis, and I'm in charge of the IT department for the entire BExP Group. The BExP Group operates within the dealership sector, encompassing services from workshops to the sales of both new and pre-owned vehicles. It was founded in 2018. In the market today, we only work with premium brands, which are Audi, Jeep, and Porsche. With the group's growth, we really needed to seek out new suppliers and implement various improvements across many aspects, from physical to virtual infrastructure, systems, and similar things. And we started looking into server issues. Why exactly? Because we had an infrastructure with outdated Windows that was no longer supported, so we were at risk of a ransomware or virus attack since we weren't getting updates from Microsoft anymore. In terms of performance, our outdated servers were no longer sufficiently handling our infrastructure needs. And so we began the search for a fresh partner because for us the emphasis is less on the cost and more on the inherent worth. I started looking for a partner, and you know how it is, dealerships talk to each other. So we began conversing. I connected and spoke with another dealership, Talkcar, who were an existing Optidata client, and they told me, there's this company that's been serving us exceptionally well. There's this company that's been serving us exceptionally well. I believe you should have a discussion with them, right? So I did. I made contact. From the very first contact in that initial meeting, I immediately recognized the superior difference in their service and the way our situation was handled. They didn't view us merely as a prospect inquiring about costs. They understood all our pain points perfectly and presented us with a viable solution. They presented us with exactly what we needed. It's not simply about saying, I'll charge an exorbitant amount and give you precisely what you desire. I stated, from the start I said, look everyone, many companies can give us a server in the cloud or on-premise. I don't need someone to just deliver it. They'll all deliver the same thing. I want to know about their service, what it is, and how they assist. Because I might call you at 10 o'clock at night when I'm experiencing an issue. Are you going to answer? Who will answer? Or will I have to beg for help? Because if that's the case, I'd rather not have that supplier. So my goal was to find a business partner. Throughout our negotiations and conversations, I always said, man, I'm looking for a partner. I'm not looking for a service provider. I have plenty of service providers. I genuinely want a partner. We were already facing a significant scalability issue, meaning we couldn't expand the server any further. It simply made no sense to add more memory or processing power as it was an outdated Windows system. We were experiencing performance issues with certain applications due to a single server handling excessive tasks with insufficient resources. And that's when we arrived, explaining our challenges and difficulties, and Optidata promptly informed me on how best to proceed and resolve them effectively. In terms of database performance, it's something we've significantly noticed. For instance, when we would perform a backup, it used to consume an hour or even 2 hours of our time. Now it only takes about 5 or 6 minutes, which is truly remarkable. Regarding database queries, I am genuinely impressed by this remarkable level of performance and efficiency. They often told us, you'll notice the difference, especially in the database. And I truly perceive that performance improvement today. The first thing we did when we were going to do the migration was have a meeting and all that. I explained, I said, listen, during our most recent migration, we received excellent assistance from a company. I'm inside the same environment and migrating to another environment within the same environment. It's a distinct migration when moving to a new base. And my primary concern consistently was, I cannot afford downtime as it significantly impacts both internally and externally. So Optidata managed this entire process by forming a group, brainstorming, and always responding to my messages. There was always someone available. It wasn't like, oh, it's 8 p.m. I'm not going to reply, because when we do this migration process, it's after hours, not during business hours, right? So they provided all that support, assisting us with our questions. So the impact we experienced was practically insignificant on the day of the operation, affecting us minimally. We successfully migrated all applications and everything received exceptional support. The entire process from Optidata was outstanding, as we experienced absolutely no issues or headaches regarding support or operational matters. It was an improvement that was felt instantly by everyone. Another crucial aspect was that when we started the project with Optidata, the idea of planning for the environment's future growth was actually proposed by them right from the outset. So we already have an environment with ample room to further expand without needing to worry about immediate infrastructure expenses. It's truly counterproductive to invest now, only to find yourself reinvesting mere months later simply due to slight growth. So that growth scalability was already envisioned. We have the entire environment prepared. We can open 2 more stores without needing to invest in new servers or anything at this time, because our anticipated growth was already thoroughly considered. The most impressive aspect is that we can tell the board, look, we accomplished this. We're now opening 2 additional branches, but there's no need to worry about infrastructure. The growth scalability is already established. Within the Optidata project, the consideration for a separate firewall and this partitioning of the infrastructure, ensuring no direct connection, was already incorporated. So that gave us a bit more security. Today, I wholeheartedly recommend Optidata, as I clearly see the improvement in our environment. I genuinely have no grievances regarding the performance quality. The improvement we've experienced from our previous setup to our current one is truly remarkable. Thus, from an operational perspective, we clearly see its impact. And we know it worked when the user confirms it did, don't we?
Through the migration to the Optidata cloud, the client achieved enhanced security, improved performance, and is now fully equipped for seamless and sustained growth.
And we at Optidata are prepared to welcome major brands like Porsche BExP Brazil.